Ever wonder how a performer changes into a full costume behind a parking lot with nothing but a folding table and some duct tape? You are about to find out, and it is way more clever than you think. Backstage does not always mean a fancy room with a star on the door. Sometimes backstage is a gap between two food trucks, and privacy has to be built from scratch in about 4 minutes. That is where portable privacy screens come in, and they are basically the unsung heroes of event life. Think of them as a magic trick, where the trick is just letting someone put on pants in peace. Most of these screens are simple frames, like PVC pipes or collapsible rods, wrapped in fabric or vinyl. They fold up small, they pop open fast, and they weigh about as much as a backpack full of textbooks. You might picture something fancy, but honestly, it is closer to a shower curtain that learned karate. Light, flexible, and ready to snap into position the second someone yells, 5 minutes to places. Here's the part people forget. A performer is a professional doing a physical job, and that job deserves the same basic dignity as any office worker with a door that closes. Nobody expects an accountant to change clothes behind a filing cabinet, so why should a dancer or a magician have to hide behind a stack of folding chairs? Dignity is not a luxury item, it is baseline equipment. Vendors who supply these screens think in terms of weight, wind, and speed. A screen that takes 10 minutes to assemble is basically useless when a set change happens in 90 seconds. So the good ones use snap hinges, bungee corners, or magnetic edges. Stuff that a stagehand can slam together without reading an instruction manual. Speed is the real currency backstage. More than looks, more than color. Wind is the sneaky villain nobody warns you about. A screen that looks perfect indoors can turn into a kite at an outdoor festival, so smart vendors weigh the base or stake it into the ground like they are pitching a tiny tent. There's also a psychological trick hiding in plain sight. Once a performer sees 4 walls, even flimsy fabric ones, their brain treats it as private, and that mental signal matters just as much as the physical barrier. That is basically the placebo effect wearing a costume, and honestly it works. Confidence backstage often walks straight out onto the stage in front of you. Event organizers who plan ahead treat these screens like they treat bathrooms or exits, meaning they map them out before the event even starts. Waiting until showtime to figure out where someone changes clothes is like waiting until you are hungry to plant a garden. The lesson underneath all of this is pretty simple and kind of universal. Preparation is not about expecting problems. It is about respecting people enough to plan for their basic needs before they even ask. If you want to see how real event vendors handle privacy screens, staging, and 100 other backstage details most people never notice, do you want to learn more about our company? Check out our links in the description.